All right, hello, warmest from the mountain. So we're going to talk a little bit today about making peace with ourselves. And the way that we make peace with ourselves is by embracing absolutely everything that we feel and learning that we can feel pleasure, we can feel pain, we can go through good and bad experiences, and we can actually embrace all of it exactly the way it is. And we can breathe with all of what we're experiencing and all of who and what we are exactly as it is. Because underneath it all, we have our own indestructible source of wakefulness, resiliency, healing, wisdom, compassion, kindness, strength. And so our path of meditation isn't a path of going outwards. It's not a path of needing to change things in the world in order to be at peace with ourselves. It's a process of turning in and making friends and making peace with our own experience. And from that, being able to look out at the world and see more clearly and feel more connectedly and be able to engage in all the ways that we long for from our heart to help and that our world needs. So the way that we do that is very, very ancient. It actually predates Buddhism, and it's actually wonderful. It's something absolutely everyone can do. We don't need to be a Buddhist or a member of any particular spiritual tradition or not. It's a meditation called Shamatha, and that's a Sanskrit word that means peaceful abiding or calm abiding. And it's been practiced by people of all kinds of different walks of life through literally the best and the worst of what our world has had to offer for thousands and thousands of years. And I think it's no coincidence that it survived because it works. So I'm going to guide us through a little practice of that. And this is something that we can do anytime that we want, anywhere that we want. Before I was a monk, I used to teach music lessons for the school district, and I used to sit out in the parking lot with my car parked when I got there and do this for a few minutes. So it can really be absolutely any time. If we find it helpful, 10 minutes or so a day can really go a long way, especially first thing in the morning or really any time that works. And it's very, very simple. All we're going to do is take a posture that allows us to relax and remain upright. It can be sitting like I am now in a cushion. It can also be on a chair. It can also be standing up. It can also be lying down flat on our back. The key thing is just from where we're sitting here to the crown of our head and our torso, we just want that to be really upright, relaxed, free and easy, open, and then our mind will follow. So that's the first step. So let's take a moment, kind of ease ourselves into that posture. If we want to arrange ourselves where we are to do this together, I'll guide us through it for just a few minutes. All right, so as we found that, in this way of practicing, we actually just kind of sit like this and the eyes stay open, but they're kind of cast down. They're sort of in neutral. It's just like the blinds on the window are open and we're not necessarily looking at anything, but the light's coming in. And the notion is that we don't have to escape anything to make friends with ourselves and make peace with ourselves. We can be right here. And now we can notice that we're breathing. We've been breathing our whole lives. It's nothing special. It's just completely natural. And we can start to become our breathing. Feel our breathing totally. Feel our breathing coming in through our nose and filling our body. And within the feeling of our body breathing, we just completely accept and allow and embrace absolutely everything that we feel and are in this moment, just the way it is. Total acceptance. And if at any point we find ourselves lost in thought or in the sort of inner Netflix episodes that we play through our minds about our lives and things we're thinking about, as soon as we've noticed, we're actually already present, so we can just relax and return to our breathing. We don't have to be trapped in our thoughts. And if there's any underlying kind of emotional energy, we can feel that in our bodies and find where it is in our bodies. And just embrace it with the breathing and breathe with it, like massaging it with our breath. Okay, so that's it. That's a very, very simple practice, and it's also kind of deceptively simple because it's very profound. That really, no matter what, in our lives and in our world, and there will be a lot of no matter what, we have the ability to sit and feel and breathe. And it's something that no one can give us and no one can take away. And from our own contentment and from our own well-being and from our own ability to feel and process whatever we go through, we're all that much more open, clear, awake, connected, loving to others and to our world to be able to engage in the ways that we need. So I hope that's helpful, and I'd also invite you to come do that here anytime you want. But we can do that anywhere, and that's really the magic and power. So be well.